I don't really know how to start this video. I've just been playing Stranger Things VR and I've been struggling to stay awake. And I think it's not just because it's pretty boring and confusing. It's also technically broken in a lot of ways. Where do I start? Multiple times I ended up basically just stuck in the floor with like a falling animation that I couldn't get out of. Spatial audio is off. A lot of conversations only come from the left ear, and if you stare right at them it's either left or you have to look away from them to hear it in the right. And all in all, it just feels all over the place. I mean, I like the TV series. I've watched the entire TV series, and there are bits in this I obviously understand from the TV show. Like, I get it, I understand what's going on, but actually doing the levels, I don't understand what's going on. I seem to be stuck in this crazy loop forever in one level, and then at the end of it I just couldn't escape it. Like, the portal wouldn't open. We started the game, then the portal opened after going through it all. And I've done 78 minutes of it, and there's 9 chapters, and I'm on chapter 6, which would make me think there may be maybe 2 hours. Could be wrong. It's just I'm kind of speechless. I don't really know what to say about this. I don't know. I mean, let's try and find some positives. It looks quite nice in some ways. The cell shading's pretty cool. Going back to the bad, the right stick movement, obviously normally you just turn left and right on the right stick, but they've actually got walk forward and walk backwards on the right stick. So if you don't exactly click left or right, you end up moving in like a weird circle. Why they put movement along with your turning axis on that joystick, I've got no idea. It baffles me. Even in some of the bits I would class as potentially meant to be intense or engaging, there's no controller haptics. This game just feels very unfinished and untested. Yeah, there are bits that I think people will recognise from the TV show, and they will think, oh yeah, I remember this bit. But outside of that, I don't know what this is. I just don't know what this is. I haven't actually, let me check the press kit and see how much they want for this, because it was so painful to play. I couldn't stay awake. I was trying my best. I was sitting here and I could feel my neck aching from, like, I just didn't want to look up anymore because it was just boring. So boring and repetitive and broken. And, I mean, Tender Claws, I always thought these guys were like crazy artistic, you know, a bit out there. Whether they've bitten off more they can chew with this, trying to tell a story instead of just making you just feel weird, I'm not sure. Because, I mean, for an IP like Stranger Things, this is just bizarre. It's just bizarre. If you don't know, you play Vecna in this, and you kind of go through his like story of what they did to him in the lab and who he is now. And I kind of expected, like, from the way the game is sold, that you go around attacking each of the people in Hawking, each of the kids, which does kind of happen. I'm honest, I'm at a loss. Like, I don't know how I'm going to edit this. I just thought to myself, I can't leave it till tomorrow. I don't want to write a script for it. It's probably one of the weirdest games, even if it is a game I've ever played. It feels broken. I don't know who play tested it, because I can only imagine the people who made this game understand what is going on, because I haven't got a clue. Apart from transitioning from one place to another where I kind of recognise, and the Demogorgons appear and stuff. And I think if you're new to VR, you might have a couple of like jump scares. But aside from that, I would test anyone who is outside of the VR bubble who might buy this to experience Stranger Things. They won't know what to do. And even if they do kind of figure out what to do, they will constantly be wondering what is going on. It's just like a game that was made in a blender. It was just it's so weird. So sporadic. It's just terrible, to be honest. I don't think, you know, at this very moment in time, unless there's something I've drastically missed, and maybe every other YouTuber tells you it's brilliant, I'm going to tell you, do not buy this. Avoid it. And if you want to have a laugh, buy it, make sure you refund it within the hour, because I played it for 70 odd minutes, which should be enough for you guys to get in there and wonder what the hell's going on. Like, there's bits that look nice, the water looks nice, the rainbow things that come out of your hands look nice, the telekinesis abilities are pretty cool where you can grab stuff and throw them. That's nothing new. It's nothing new in VR. The only really cool bit was the fact you could break stuff into like multiple shards and throw multiple things. That was cool. But it rarely happens. It's the same repetitive kill a Demogorgon, go into their brain, walk around for a bit, come out their brain somewhere else, fall through the world, you don't know what's going on, then there's some story, then there's some bit you would understand and go, all right, yeah, I know what's going on, and then you'll wonder why you're doing what you're doing, and then it goes to like another chapter. Out of the 70 odd minutes I played, 10 minutes, if I take the tutorial out, which was pretty cool, just learning to use the powers, there was 10 minutes of I thought, yeah, this is all right. Bizarre is how I would call this. If I'm going to title this video, it's going to be Stranger Things is Bad and Bizarre. That's what it is. I just kind of thought to myself, you need to record your reactions. And I'm exhausted. I am baffled and exhausted from playing it. So there it is.